Good evening, listeners. I am glad to introduce Clinton, who's the Vice President of Space Rickshaw, a subsidiary of Space Kids India. He's been very successful in launching the lightest deployer in Demosat. This Demosat is called SR0. So he has designed the deployer X weighing 380 grams. We are glad to introduce Mr. Clinton. So welcome, Clinton.
Hi.
We are glad that you have successfully done a historical attempt in
ma'am.
India.
Good evening and thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Clinton has been doing his schooling in Coimbatore. He belongs to Satyamangalam, which is primarily a forest area where Forest Brigand Veerappan is known there. But out of Satyamangalam forest has come the gem of the country who India should be proud of. India has launched the Atmanirbhar scheme. Clinton has been involved in doing this small deployer. Not only the deployer, he has done many feats in space science.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me. I'm Clinton Anthony, Vice President of Mechanical Systems at Space Rickshaw. I completed my diploma in mechanical engineering and did my BTech aerospace engineering. I'm traveling with the organization from the age of 17. So in the past 6 years, we have done 5 orbital spacecrafts, 3 suborbital payloads, and 18 plus high altitude balloon missions. And today I am here. That is because of our recent mission, SR0 mission, which is launched on ISRO's SSLV-D3 on 16th of August. So this mission is very, very special to me. Very special to me. Not just because it's a spacecraft, it's a satellite, because this is the first time that we developed spacecraft separation system in our team. So this spacecraft separation system is, like, we call it Deployer X. It is very special. So I would like to give a very basic heads up for the audience so they can.
How did you become so interested in space science, which is not very natural for a person?
I'm interested in science. And I saw Endeavour launch in one of the local Tamil channel. The entire launch was broadcasted. So from that, it was a very engaged, maybe 3rd standard or 4th standard, something like that. So from that time, I got very interested into the space industry. And after completing my schooling, after 10th standard, I got to know there is something called as model rocketry. That too, I got to know because of a cartoon. I think a lot of 90s kids will be knowing this cartoon, Kid versus Cat.
Oh.
So in that, there is an episode where they explain about model rockets. So that's how I came to know about that. Then I started doing
Very
all
interesting.
I started doing all the web search, and I found that like how we do aircraft, small aircrafts, RC aircrafts, like that, there is something for rockets also, a small scale rockets, which exactly replicates how the real rocket. Slowly started learning about model rocketry, how rockets.
It was in which year?
It was in 2016 after completing my 10th standard. So the once I came to Satyamangalam, that was my full job. So it's fully into the model rocketry. Initially, I started by making small E-class, B-class rocket motors, so S-test class motors. Initially, it was like that. Then I slowly fell in love with the internal ballistics of the model rocketry. Then I understood, okay, this is going to be the future. I love propulsion systems. So once after completing my diploma, I took aerospace engineering to pursue my propulsion dreams. So that's how it was done. Meanwhile, what happened is, because of this model rocketry hobby, I made a lot of rockets in the year. So those videos I shared in Facebook, and that was shared by a mutual to Dr. Srimati Kesan. So then
that's when you took off.
Yes.
Rocketing.
yes. Because of those rockets, I got into this prestigious Space Kids India team.
Okay.
That was
so
a time.
what do you think? Like usually the idea of normal parent is that child should study, then after that go for engineering or medical, then get a work done, then settle down in life.
So all that happens when they feel that we are not when the children are not confident, or they are not clear about their vision or path, then obviously all the parents will have, because they know better, they have more experience, so they always look for a easy way and already
a confident way of looking at life.
Yes, exactly. So if the children have a clear vision, and if they can convey to the parents, I think this should solve 100% of the problem.
Okay. So you have created the world's lightest separation system, and which is also costing a nominal fee.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So generally, for the small satellites, we call it CubeSats. So if you wanted to launch them into space, we need something called as deployer to deploy them into the space. So generally, there are all the deployers are like they are made and manufactured according to a standard called NASA CDS, CubeSat Design Specification. So we also launched a spacecraft like that, SDSat, in 2021. It's a 3U spacecraft, and we used ISRO's INLS 3U deployer. So at that time, we felt that what if we have a new type of deployment system which is not canisterized? It's not the traditional deployers are canisterized. You can imagine it as a mouse trap, where the mouse is a satellite and you have a box over the satellite, and once the command is given from the launch
trap is
vehicle,
released.
the trap is released. So that's how it is done. So we had ideas like, what if we make a new type of separation system?
Yeah, well, it is one great system. Like you have to get acknowledged by some global standard, but
Yes.
then you have created a standard which is which has the world to follow now.
Yes, exactly. So that standard is a byproduct of the deployer X. So once we had the idea that we had to create a new form of deployment system, we started doing it. And it was like 1.5 year long process, like very steepest learning curve in my entire life to this point of time. So we started doing the deployer thing, and once the entire deployer is formulated, we started doing the standard also. So basically, a lot of people correlate standards with the quality and everything. Here, the CDS standard, how different is our standard from the existing NASA CDS is we have a different geometrical boundary. So it's nothing in the testing standards. So testing, whatever the CDS is recommending, we are doing all the test, but the geometric boundaries are different. By doing that, we can efficiently reduce the weight. So first by taking the canisterized form factor, we reduce a lot of mass, and we have a pin-based separation system. So the answer for the
Separation system is you release the satellite into the particular
orbit. Yeah. So separation system is nothing. A system, it should hold satellite when the rocket is flying. Once after reaching the orbit, it should release it as if there is no structure there was.
Very big challenge.
Yeah, it's a very critical system. If the separation system fails, the entire mission is gone. So you can put even 1 crore worth of satellite with all high technology sensors and hyperspectral payload and everything. If a separation system fails, there is no mission. So
That's
it's a
the
critical.
enabler,
Yes,
no?
it's not an enabler. That is the starting point of the entire
Starting
mission.
point, yes.
Without separation, satellite won't turn on. It will fail, and the entire mission is compromised. So it's a very, very, very critical system. So building that high critical system is like extremely complex. That is the biggest challenge that I ever faced in my life till now. So what happens is, in the traditional deployers, they are weighs somewhere around 2 kgs. So as you know, the average launch cost per kg to space is somewhere around 10 lakhs. So if that's the case, for a 3U 3 kg spacecraft, you need to pay 30 lakhs, and for a deployer, you need to pay another 12 lakhs. And this is just launch cost. It doesn't include the cost of the system, the deployer that we have to buy. That is another somewhere around 12 to 15 lakhs again. So our 30 lakh mission is already crossing 500 crore and going in terms of launch cost. So this, we wanted to reduce it. So answer to that is our deployer X. It is a lightweight, low profile, non-canisterized pin-based separation system. So because of this,
Very intricate and very powerful.
yeah, it's very powerful. It can handle up to 1500 G loads, and it can carry the max capacity of satellite it can carry is 3.5 kg with the CG of 120 mm.
Great.
The CG and the mass is a trade-off. If we can fly up to 6 kg of payload with a different CG offset. So by doing this, we effectively reduce the mass, and the mass of the deployer X is just 380 grams.
Oh,
So 380 grams is like literally
it's high.
yeah.
Like quarter kg, a little more than quarter
yes,
kg.
exactly. So currently, for a CubeSat system, CubeSat configuration, this is the lightest separation system and the smallest one too.
So we are really proud of you.
Thank you.
As a young person of 24 years of age, this is a major feat in space science. India is already in the global stage, and we are creating a standard for the world to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think is the future?
So the future is, first, like, we believe that the Atmanirbhar program is not just designing in India or manufacturing in India, it should be also like creating own standards for India or tailor making existing standards. So we're extremely happy that we did it today. And as you asked for the future, our first customer, the commercial customer for this standard and this deployer X is a foreign country. So this is a proof that yeah, we can build in India for the world. So future is going to be like this. So I think critical technologies has to emerge from India. A lot of things has to come, and the world is, they are always okay. There is nothing like that. No problem in world following, because entire world runs on a business. Business is just nothing like wherever the money flows, the entire the competition
Great.
and business will flow.
You have realized the importance
Yes,
now.
exactly. If we build some critical system, that too with this mass advantage, I think like the world is going to adapt to our standards. So soon we'll be making the X2 and X3 version of this deployer for the micro satellites. That is again going to be the lightest for microsat category, up to 15 kg spacecraft.
Okay. So what would you like to say to the parents and to the kids who are into space or who are interested in doing things in science?
To kids, I would say like do a lot of research, be active in all the forums and everything, be confident in what you're doing. And for parents, I would say they should have a mindset to listen what their children are talking about, and they should grasp that if they are very confident, I think they should let what they are doing. And for the kids, they have to be very confident about what they're doing, and they should be very active in everything. And with this confidence, I think whatever they love, they can convince if they are confident. Once if the parents found that they are not confident enough, then the parents
Parents are also doubtful about
if they are
whether
doubtful,
they will continue with that.
Yes, exactly. If they are doubtful, then all the problems will be starting. So that's what I would like. So space industry is booming like anything in India, just because of the privatization, especially because of the privatization. So a lot of startups are coming. A lot of startups, like all these startups wanted to, like they all are coming up with new critical technology. Now, first time out of ISRO and DRDO, we started building rockets. We started building solid propulsion system. We saw a mission from Agnikul. They built a liquid rocket engine, and Skyroot is doing that with a solid rocket engine. And we have a lot of other Galaxy and other people who are building SAR payloads for the first time out of ISRO and DRDO. So this is happening. This is really great. Now a lot of people are doing. When things come into private's hand, they focus primarily on reducing the cost and making it accessible for as much people as possible, so they can take the return on investment. Such things, will help India to grasp the global capital in the space market. And there are a lot of VCs. We are very, very interested in Indian startups. So we are hoping for the best.
Thank you very much, Clinton, for coming to our studios and giving some interesting points. We are very glad to have a young scientist among us who has fixed a standard for the globe to follow, and we are proud of you.
Thank you.
And wishing you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am.